Hello, and how are you doing? This is Kristen Wambach at KristenWambach.com. Also, hashtag pretty Evernote templates and planners. And how are you doing today? So I am doing something a little bit different. I am putting a little bit more of my voice, my podcaster's hat, into one of my blog posts. Makes it more interesting, keeps it fresh, right? So today I'm going to be discussing how do we maintain consistency in the area of organization productivity, right? I have 5 little tricks for you and tips for you today, a couple of smiles in there along the way, some great life applications, and let's get going, okay? All right, we are ready. So again, how do we maintain consistency? Well, intentional daily planner comes in. Let me set this up a bit today, okay? What is your word for today? What is your favorite affirmation? And can you share with me a good news report you stumbled upon today? All of those are staples, the way that I begin each and every one of my days. So you're wondering, well, how did this all come about? Well, literally, this was my Etsy store announcement, right, for the day. Because what I tell you this all the time. What is my guarantee? One well-used daily planner can change your life. Yes, one. That's one template, one page used again and again and again consistently can change your life. Absolutely. So positive planners will create a framework that works. Now let's keep our eye on the why. It means this. It means you should always keep a clear vision of what and why you're trying to achieve. What are you trying to accomplish? You have to draw a clear picture and you have to frame it in your mind's eye, frame it in your planner, right? Now, a planner, is not an AI and it will not turn itself on all by itself. No, there's a partnership here for you. So we got to keep our eye on our why. And let me unpack that with a goofy life application story. It'll make you smile, right? So my son went to the grocery store. He was getting some more lunch things to stick in the fridge, right? And he purchased cheap, low fat, I'm going to leave that in there, low fat store brand mayonnaise. And if you happen to be a mayonnaise lover, just imagine this. Would you dress your smoked turkey lunch meat, your sliced aged cheddar cheese, a crunchy leaf of romaine on sourdough bread and a pickle? Would you mush all around them with these ingredients that you couldn't even find in your own kitchen cabinet? No, you absolutely would not. So obviously I have already had a discussion with my son and say, no, I don't think so. I had to educate him in this area. So a planner, consistency should frame the kind of like a daily sandwich you intend to sink your teeth into at lunchtime. You have set yourself up for a win-win situation and you are looking forward to the sandwich or the planner. And the likelihood is that you will show up with expectation and a smile. So my collections are born out of adversity, variety, and a severe need. I need to accomplish something. And so I want to remember all of my creative thought. Everything went in there, all the links, all the YouTubes. I want to put that all in one place. And that is how my planners are born, right? So keeping your eye on the why from a mayonnaise purist, Be clear on what your ingredients are. And then you can say you have found. You want to purpose your story. Now, I'm going to mention here and split them apart here and say purpose and story. Many times it so happens that we tend to incline ourselves in an or environment, right? So you have to purpose your story. Let me give you another life application. It's not a mayonnaise story. So this comes from a series of comments that were tagging in a help video that I made on my YouTube channel. It starts out like this. And of course, I know that you have never done this, right? It was a disagreeing complaint with a whole bunch of frustration behind it. And then, so I responded. And then again, the next part was, the Evernote application has freezing issues, right? But then the personal note was, so glad you all have luck with that, though. I went, oh, so I'm still responding here. And in my response and sharing to the best of my abilities, the comments were reread, and you could hear an apology coming out of the text. But then I also heard, it's generally how my luck runs. Yes. And yay, a conversation is finally happening here. But can you get my drift here? I picked up on these overtones here, and that is an or atmosphere, right? Guess what? There's the most important thing for you to do is catch the culprit. Yeah, you got to arrest Eeyore here. Did I make you laugh? I made me laugh. You got to arrest Eeyore. All of them. So let's play with that a little bit. What is the opposite of consistency? Okay, so I took my favorite word thesaurus, word hippo, and I'm going to pull that apart. All right. So the opposite, this is the opposite of consistency. So we know what we're looking at here is the degree of viscosity of a substance. The opposite of a quality of being enduring and unchanging. The opposite, the absence of incompatibility between two things. I don't think so. Like this, the hands are up. It's the opposite of the lack of variety. It's the opposite of the state or condition of being equal. It's the opposite of the state or condition or the measure of being viscous. It's the opposite of an action or a fact of forming a united whole. It's the opposite of a measure of the quantity of a matter contained by unit volume. Ooh, a reality ouch here. It is the opposite, right? Okay. So something you may not know about me, and obviously I stuck on my podcaster's hat today. And so from that, my response to this ouch would be, I'd be heading up to go ask the big guy upstairs for forgiveness. And because of that forgiveness, he would give me a gift of repentance so that I would be empowered to turn my actions around and change. I know you're like me, and we all want to do that, right? We want to be empowered to turn our actions around and change. But this is an Evernote help video, right? I got you there. So let's catch a relationship with consistency. Now, to do justice, we need to go on the other side of over here regarding consistency. What are all the positive things of consistency in its definition, right? It's correspondence or compatibility. It's reliability, uniformity, the quality of being consistent. It is the degree of viscosity. And I had to look up that word viscosity. So it means thick, solid, or sticky towards something. So if you were thick, solid, or sticky towards your planner, it's like that sandwich. If you knew there was really good mayonnaise on it, the likelihood of you showing up and being consistent has just raised immensely. We started with these questions. What is your word for the day? What is your favorite affirmation? And can you share with me a good news report that you stumbled upon today? You got to catch it, right? You got to catch it. So let me tell more of the story. So my ongoing conversation with a helps video on YouTube, the conversation then switched because I was listening. Yes, I was listening. It's a help video, right? Help. Well, I'm going to leave that there and you can think about it. So Eeyore, he lives in the 100-acre woods with an incredibly positive group of people. Tigger is vivaciously full of the good news report. He's bouncing in everywhere. And then there's lovable Piglet. Piglet does have some I think I can issues. And best friend Pooh, might be a little focused on the honey. But they always remember their why. So I'm going to stick some layman's terms out there. Why do we need a daily planner? Let's get down to the root of the why. For me, it helps me focus on the values in my life, what I never want to lose sight of. Never. Gratitude, family, love. And that's when it's most important. When life is being contradictory, that is the most important time that you need to remind yourself of the values that are there bestowed on your life. Ooh, I got my finger pointing out there. I forgot I have a camera on. So gratitude and family and love, who I am called to help, how to share my journey, what resources and talents and wisdoms are right there in my hand, right there in your hand. What's right there? What are you already really confident at doing? And what will that all look like when we get there? Destination. Yeah, you got to live every day in destination, right? Value the valuable. Live in your destination. Now, we all have feelings of reluctance when it comes to following a routine. I know, I hear you. Are you still listening? So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then 1,000 words in your planner are worth a picture of your future and the progress you want to make. So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then 1,000 words in your planner are worth a picture of your future and the progress you want to make. I am going to say that again. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, then 1,000 words in your planner are worth a picture of your future and the progress you want to make. Consistency consists of intent. It often may seem to us that our actions that are insignificant. We all feel that way. We all feel at times that we're swimming unnoticed in the ocean, in the sea of humanity. We all feel that way. What is that? What was your word for today? Believe. And how would I know this? I just do. I know this about you because the intent that you possess brought you here with the belief that insight, encouragement, or the generosity we call help still is imparted. Exactly. And in that sea of humanity, what about a graceful sea turtle? And in that sea of humanity, what about a graceful sea turtle? Did you know that the only time that they leave their ocean habitat is to lay eggs? Braving clumsiness and intrusion, foregoing their superb underwater vision to reproduce and multiply. I'm going to share that again, but I want us to apply it to our desire for a higher measure of consistency. The only time the turtle leaves their ocean habitat is to lay eggs, braving clumsiness, intrusion, and foregoing their superb underwater vision to reproduce and multiply. You want to reproduce and multiply? There you go. The beauty of intent. The intent, the sea of humanity, the beauty that is around us has to be sewn and woven in your planner. So what is your favorite affirmation? So what is your favorite affirmation? You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. Thank you, Maya Angelou. I am going to say that again. I want you to hear the affirmation. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. It's kind of like a blank canvas. Can you imagine that with me for a minute? What goes on the canvas? You're the artist. You can put something on the canvas. What goes on the canvas comes from the inside of you. It comes from within you, right? So how do we maintain consistency? Keep your eye on the why. What moves you towards the best version of yourself? Purpose your story. Maybe we all need to take a walk in the 100-acre wood, right? And if you're going to invite Eeyore, you're going to need to have your word for the day and your affirmations in your hand, right? And you got to catch a relationship with consistency. Catch it. Develop your ability to listen to yourself. Your planner's first destination is like the painting or like the canvas. It comes from the inside out of you. Now, my last question. Can you share with me a good news report you stumbled upon today? In the sea of humanity, right? Value the valuable. Clip into your daily planner the pictures that hold 1,000 words for you. Put them there. Put them in your planner. Put them in that template. Grab them. And see the beauty of intent. Yay! So, shall we stumble upon encouragement again? I think so. So, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe, if you'd like to leave a little comment. This was something new. If you got a question for me, I'd love to hear it. But it's been fun. It's been exciting. And I appreciate the time that you took to listen today. And I'll probably do this again. But again, your response, your intent. Shall we stumble upon encouragement again? Well, you have an absolutely wonderful day. For my customers, thank you so much for your business. You can find me at KristenWambach.com, over at my Etsy store at viaK Wambach, and you can check out my pretty Evernote planners and templates. Now you know why they're pretty and what pretty does. It motivates you. Because I've had an encounter with 1,000 words. That makes a beautiful picture. Have an absolutely terrific, wonderful day. Woo! No, I did not have too many cups of coffee this morning. I'm going to go now. I'll talk to you again later. Bye now.